But all I'm saying is we need to stand together and love one another. And if you can help somebody, help them. If you can't, then pray for them. God can get, I don't understand how we got like this. I wasn't raised like this. I was raised to love people, to be there for people. And I guess some people will be like, oh, she's just, I don't know how you'd say it. Is it called a pushover or whatever? She gets walked on, blah, blah, blah. No. Because I do what I feel is right within my heart. I try to listen to God always. And it doesn't matter if I try to help somebody and they do something totally wrong with whatever, if they've manipulated me or whatever. I feel like I've done what I'm supposed to do. If God puts it on my heart that I'm to do it, that I'm to help people or whatever, if I can, a lot of times I can't, then I do. It's never going to be a whole amount of money or whatever or anything like that. But like most of the time, like whenever I'd have yard sales or something, afterwards, I'm like, I'm not going to just go donate this. I'm going to find somebody that needs it most of the time. And I will just give it away for free. With food, I would do that. I don't really leave my house. Hardly. And that's a lot of the problems too, is we are not, I don't know, we prefer to be by ourselves a lot of the time or do everything privately, and we are going into what they want us to do is you need to work from home. So they, I don't know. If everybody knows about these 15-minute smart cities, that's coming. That's the agenda. It's always been. And they're pushing that and pushing that and pushing that. And people just, oh no, that's never going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Well, something chaotic is going to happen. I feel like something catastrophic is probably going to happen. And then that's what's going to happen is, after the chaos, something's going to rise up out of the chaos. And, oh, well, we can't go back to normal. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what I know is going to happen because I don't know. But they write out their little plans or whatever. And, oh, we're conspiracy theorists if we find them. No. And I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody at all. I just want you to understand what we're really up against. And it's us against them. That's just plain and clear. They will rob you blind. They do not care if you have a house or a roof over your head. They do not care if your children are fed. Because I have a suspicion, like I don't know, just a thought went through my head last night. It was like, okay, these people are going to lose all their benefits and blah, blah, blah. What's going to happen if that doesn't get funded or whatever? And these parents or guardians or anything that looks after these children, and they don't have SNAP anymore or anything like that, is the government just going to come in and take their children because they're unfit? I don't know. I don't know what's to come of this. Because some people, oh, they're just going to shut it down for a little bit. This happens all the time, but I don't know. I don't know. I remember when I just had my daughter, the government shut down within 2 weeks of having her, I think, or it might have been a month, somewhere around there. And I was a new mother, and I did not know I was on WIC. And, people were like, hey, you shouldn't be like that. Just go buy milk at Walmart or whatever. I saw some comments on that because somebody said, oh, you don't need WIC and blah, blah, blah. Do you know how much formula is? I'm just going to ask, do you know how much formula is? And even with a WIC, like, it's very good for children or for, like, babies. They get their formula because they can get the kind that they need. Because, like, both of my children had gastro problems or whatever, so we had to have a certain formula for them. But I'm not on WIC anymore. I only needed that for the formula. I didn't get it after that. Although I could have, I didn't. After they got off formula, I didn't do that. I just needed the formula. But anyway, the government shut down. I didn't know what to do. I just started trying to gather up as much formula as I could because I didn't know how long the shutdown was going to happen. It was when Obama was in the White House, I think. I'm not so sure about that. It was 2013. But you never know. And I never, that right there, I was like, I'm not going to ever have to depend, life, on the government, because that's not going to cut it, because they can just, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do this month? What are you going to do next month? Or however long it stays shut down. I feel like what we're about to witness is something something that's already happened, the same thing, kinda, but not really. It's more in depth. It's like the 1920s, 1930s. Whenever the stock market crashed and the Great Depression happened, that was, that's just what I feel is going to happen, is they're going to crash something. Because, this digital ID thing has to get on board. And with the U.S., they're like, oh, that's not going to happen here. That's just happening everywhere else. But that's not going to happen here. Open your eyes, please. One world government. And this is nothing about politics. It's about right and wrong. Because some people are like, oh, digital ID is good for you and all that. If they have to have your biometrics or your DNA or anything, no. You don't want them to have so much information and so much control, because they can cut you off. They want to see what you're buying. They want to see where your money's going. They want to control your money. They want to be able to control what you can say, if you say something against them or say something they don't like, they want that right to punish you. That's why I serve God, because He gives me, He gives you free will, but I choose His ways anyway, because I choose to love people and to help people if I can and all of that. But I don't bow down to tyranny at all, because that's exactly what's coming, and that's the devil coming out of the government that they work for, His control. But we shall not bow. Love you, bye.